Well, hello, and hello. Big Harry Phil here with another edition of Dude, What the Fuck? Today on Dude, What the Fuck, we have another lady complaining in her car and filming it. What is the problem this time? How can we add to the victim industry this time? Is it the patriarchy? Is it straight white males? Is it Donald Trump? What is the problem this time? Well, let's take a look at this fine young woman, and we will get to the bottom of it. Oh boy. Well, okay. I think we already know what the problem is without her even saying a word. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's not pass judgment until she starts speaking. And then we'll pass judgment. Here we go.
So I wanted to come on here and talk about something that is really starting to annoy me.
Really? Something annoys you? I never would have guessed in a million years. I thought you had the best upbringing possible and everything in the world was handed to you. Well, you are in front of the Dollar Tree, so maybe you have fallen on hard times. You do seem to be in a nice car, unless you're sitting in somebody's Uber. I mean, who knows? We don't know the situation here. But let's face it, you know, when people have a certain look, people are going to pass judgment. People are going to assume things. And I'm assuming, you know, look, you were looking to rebel at some point in your life, maybe looking to get into a rock band, although the music industry really isn't as lucrative as it used to be. You know, unless the Illuminati comes to you, like they did with Taylor Swift and said, hey, you're our girl. Well, that didn't happen to you. You had to do it the hard way. So doing all this shit, thought, hey, look at me. I'm a badass. I'm rebelling against the man. And now I can't find work. But, again, let's not have me speak for her. Let's have her speak for her.
So I applied for a job at TJ Maxx.
TJ Maxx? Went for your life's dream was to work at TJ Maxx. Now, look, TJ Maxx is not known for hiring the smartest people in the world, but, I mean, come on. Look, even a place like TJ Maxx wants people to represent them reasonably, okay? If you see somebody coming up to you like this, you're going to scare some people. I'm not saying you're going to scare me. And by the way, I wouldn't be in a TJ Maxx anyway, but I'm saying, you know, there's people who are, you know, a little bit skittish about somebody who's tatted all the way up to their neck and on their fucking forehead and have got all kinds of shit sticking out of their face. You know what I mean? They might not want you running up to them and saying, can I help you?
A few weeks ago, and they denied my application. They couldn't even call me. They just sent me some automated email.
Yeah, that's kind of what they do now. You're lucky they even did that.
So I went in today and I was like, so what was the reason I didn't get hired?
You know what they should have done? Instead of saying anything, they should have just taken a mirror out of the back room and say, here's the fucking reason. Genius.
And she was like, oh, like, you just, like, don't have enough experience there.
Yeah, that's probably the other problem. Yeah, your diction is not the best. And how old were you planning to get with this look still? I mean, what were you planning to do? You know, punk rock, rock bands, rock and roll in general is pretty much dead, except for the live scene, and nobody makes any money that way, especially after the bullfuck virus days. What did you think you were going to do? Be a banker? I mean, come on, seriously. Without having to cover up at all times and then having to sandpaper this shit off your fucking forehead.
There was candidates that had, like, more experience than you.
By the way, white lady, get used to being not hired because you're white, okay? That's just the reality of things nowadays.
And, you know, I asked her if it was about my tattoos.
Yes, of course it is. And that's the other thing. She does bring up a point here, how companies are just not honest. And really, if they had come out and said, yeah, because you fucking look like that, that's why. That's why. All right? Not because there's more qualified people. We all know that companies are not hiring the most qualified people. I think we all know that by now. We know the DEI fucking involvement in these things are, but still, the other problem is you look like that, okay? It's time to stop rebelling against society, and maybe this bull ring in your nose is also a indicator, perhaps.
Obviously, because I know a lot of places don't like tattoos.
Yeah, they don't. They don't like all this shit. Places used to have dress codes, you know? You're not going to fly an airplane looking like this. You're just not, okay? even McDonald's, with all the gangbangers and shit that they hire, it's not this ridiculous. Jack in the Box, maybe. Go work at the Jack in the Box. I tell you, Jack in the Box has no fucking requirements. I've seen all kinds of crazy shit working at Jack in the Box. Hey, if you can flip burgers, more power to you.
She said that wasn't the reason.
Again, she does make a point. These companies need to be honest. We're hiring the most qualified. Again, all they need to do is get a mirror, put it in front of her, and say, "Here's your record reason. Now get the fuck out of here."
I don't feel like that's true, but whatever. I'll leave it at that.
I mean, look, I like the artwork here, okay? But I like it on canvas, not on somebody's neck, all right? Look, I know we have friends who have tattoos. Look, I don't have a problem with tattoos, but, again, companies expect a certain look. This ain't it, okay? Okay.
So, I'm just wondering how, teenagers and young adults who haven't had a job before, how are they supposed to get employed if these places are only hiring people with experience? So, younger...
No, that's not it. They lied to you, so don't carry on the lie. You got denied because you look like that, and maybe a smaller percentage is because you're a white lady, okay? They want more darker skinned folks nowadays. That's just fucking reality, okay? Hey, maybe if you tanned a little bit. Maybe you tanned a little bit to the point where shit starts fading, and then we'll have something.
Younger people just can't get a job because they haven't worked enough. So, they'll deny a 16-year-old a job because they don't have enough work experience. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Again, everything that happens in your life should not warrant a video about it, okay? We all know the reason. You look like that, you sound like that, and you're a pale white lady. All of those things worked against you, okay? Can we be honest? That company wasn't honest with you, and you're not honest with yourself. And all that makes me say is, dude, what the fuck? All right, thank you very much, everybody. Make sure to like, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. I will be back tomorrow with another edition of Dude, What the